excuse me, young man. Hey, do you have a second to answer a question for me on TV?
Sure.
I got a question. You look like you're studying to be a lawyer. Am I right?
No.
But you got kind of that look going on.
I mean, I never thought about being a lawyer, but maybe I could be.
What are you studying?
I'm pre-business right now. I'm applying to Terry next fall, and my intended major is management information systems.
Alrighty then. Look at the blank look on my face. Management and information systems. No idea. What does that mean? You do what?
It's a business side and a computer side. To business, kind of working with computers and technology to help run a business.
All right. Fair enough. So you want to be a business guy?
Yes.
You want to make some money, don't you?
I would love to make some money.
All right. Why?
Because money is good and money will help me.
I thought the Bible said that money is the root of all evil.
Okay, that might be true, but I still want to be able to live and raise a family and.
All right, fair enough. All right, I'm gonna tell you a story about dogs, and I want you to render a judgment on my dog story. Okay. All right. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a dog like a pit bull, but unlike this little cute pit bull here, his dog was nasty. Every time the guy would go to pet the dog would nip at him. He'd go to feed the dog would scratch him and just be miserable. But the guy put up with the dog day after day, year after year. The dog never ran to greet him, slobbered all over him, never did any of those dog things, treated his master very, very poorly. If that man did that for the dog day after day, providing for the dog's needs despite the dog's behavior, after a decade of that, what would you think? Describe for me what you think the character of the nature of that man is.
Loving, forgiving. I think he just wants to give people or dogs or just anything a chance. And I think maybe he thought if the dog was anywhere else, it would maybe get put down or not loved as much. And so he wanted to be able to provide that for the dog.
Yeah, I think without that last little, you're a smart guy. Without that last little part, he might even be esteemed as being a fool because why would you put up with it? But he realizes the dog would just meet a certain death unless he provided for the dog. Then all of a sudden you're right. The guy's loving and forgiving and patient and kind. So he's a good man.
Yeah, sounds like a good man to me.
I just told you a parable. Do you know what that was a parable of? Something earlier in our conversation was a bit of a giveaway. Can you figure it out?
God.
Why would you say that?
Because God is loving and forgiving.
Really? How do you know that?
Because the Bible says so.
Okay. Is there any way that you can prove to me that God is loving?
Not just immediately, not right now, but people have testimonies about him being loving and forgiving.
Has he been loving and forgiving to you?
Yes, he has.
Hey. Is this a friend of yours? There's another dog right there. How do you do? There, Ugga. Somebody has a little attention issue. They need a little bit of attention, don't they? Oh, look at the dog. The program, of course, has gone to. All right. So you think that that's a pretty good picture of God, the man who puts up with the dog who just nips. So we're the dogs in this story who bite God, who are not thankful to God, even though he provides for us. You think that's a pretty good picture of your belief in God?
I do.
It does not paint a good picture of us as human beings, though, does it?
It does not.
Do you think that we're naughty dogs?
Some of us very naughty, others not so naughty.
Are any of us not naughty at all?
No, all of us have some bit of naughtiness in us, but others, like the dog in this story you told me, just never learn.
So, according to your understanding of God, ultimately, a naughty dog shouldn't, if that dog is really naughty, ultimately, shouldn't there be some sort of punishment for that dog? Would that also be true of your understanding of God?
Yeah, there's rightful punishments, and I mean, I guess it should be something that'll help you learn, or something that'll help a dog learn and grow in life. And
now, I'm assuming you're a Christian. Is that correct?
Yes.
What about the whole idea of hell?
I believe in hell.
So bad dogs should go to hell?
No, not necessarily.
What should happen to bad dogs?
Bad dogs should get love and understanding.
When the dog dies, what should happen to the naughty dog?
That's not up for me to decide.
I'm not naming names. I'm just asking in general. If a dog is naughty, a person is bad, what should happen to them when they die?
They should. I don't know. They should be remembered for the good and not the bad, and maybe get a second chance.
If the dog has an eternal soul, do you think that that dog should go to heaven or hell?
Heaven,
Why?
because heaven's better than hell.
I agree with that a lot. But wouldn't God ultimately be unjust and unloving to take naughty dogs to heaven with, say, good dogs?
Yeah.
And if God has some sort of sense of justice about him, wouldn't it be more loving for him to punish the dog as opposed to just let the crime be overlooked?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so it sounds to me, you said before, all of us are naughty dogs at some level. Wouldn't we all be going to hell then?
No.
Why?
Because I mean, everyone has some sort of sin or naughtiness in them, and it's only through Christ that you can be saved.
There's a new bite of information. Only through Christ you can be saved. Why can you be saved through Christ?
How long is this interview going to go? I got to catch my bus in a second.
All right, we get in a second. It'll end. What difference does Jesus make?
I mean, it's your belief. I mean, it's your choice to believe.
And if I don't, what happens to me?
I mean, it's. I mean, whatever you believe, you can believe that happens to you. Whatever I believe, that I can believe that happens to you. So.
I believe I'm going to go to a great big dog kennel in the sky where it's nothing but milk bones all day. Is that going to happen to me?
It could.
All right, dude. Hey, catch your bus. Well done. You did good. All right.
Thank you.
See you, mate.